welcome to Books and Key. I'm Key and today I'm going to be reviewing The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod. So the basic premise of The Miracle Morning is to turn your morning miraculous, to make it better, to make it more productive so that your entire day is a success. I read this book a while back. I tried out the steps that were mentioned in the book and now I'm going to review it for you guys with that lens. I read this book, I tried it out, what worked for me and what didn't work for me. Step 1 is the worst and the hardest. It is to set your alarm to wake up 1 hour earlier than you usually wake up. So let's say you wake up at 7, you set your alarm for 6 and start waking up at 6 a.m. If you're a mother with school going children, although mine aren't going to school right now, and you usually wake up at 6, your alarm has to be at 5 a.m. That is ridiculous. It is dark sometimes at 5 a.m. man. Once you're up, no matter how groggy you are, you need to practice what Hal Elrod calls his 6 savers. Now, this is an acronym, so each alphabet stands for something. I'll tell you what it stands for and I'll tell you what I did. So the first S is for silence. This is a time when you can meditate, you can reflect on things that have happened the previous day, you can introspect. So this is a time of very calm silence. I really like this step. I usually use the Calm app from my phone and I do a guided meditation, not medication. And that's usually like a body scan. So I relax each part of my body very consciously right at the beginning of the day. I feel like this refreshes and energizes me. The next 2 steps are affirmation and visualization. These steps may or may not be utter bullshit. There are days when I don't feel like doing them because they make me feel very silly, so I skip them. So for 5 minutes, you do your affirmations. You talk to yourself about what you want and who you want to be. And this has to kind of be in the present tense. So for example, I tell myself, I am a successful booktuber and I earn my income from YouTube. I am a very good parent. I am a fit person who exercises daily. So this has to be done for 5 minutes every day. And then there is visualization where you see yourself achieving those dreams. So you see yourself becoming that successful booktuber, that kind of parent, that fit person, and you just see yourself doing those activities and benefiting from your affirmations, your plans, your wants, your desires, your needs. So this is the secret kind of stuff where you put out your intentions into the universe, your desires into the universe, and you kind of self-manifest what you want. I am not a huge subscriber to this philosophy, so the affirmations and the visualizations ring a little bit false with me. The E is for exercise. You're supposed to devote 20 minutes to exercise every morning. I don't have 20 minutes, so I usually exercise for about 10 minutes. I do a little bit of yoga and some of my lower back exercises because I recently hurt my lower back. If you can hear any scrabbling noises, that is my new puppy in the background destroying one of my kids' toys. Then the R is for reading, where you're supposed to read a book that will improve your life. So like self-help or book on business or money or mindfulness or whatever, or maybe for some spiritual books. I find that reading in itself improves my life. So I usually take out some time for reading. This is also supposed to be 20 minutes, not 25. And I usually end up reading for that amount of time, sometimes even exceeding it and going up to half an hour, depending on what my kids' wake-up schedule is like. The last S is for scribing or writing. So this can be a time when you journal, you do a brain dump, you do some gratitude journaling, you write down your plans for the day, you can write down your affirmations and visualizations. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just answer the day's question in my 1 question a day journal. Sometimes I'll do some bullet journaling in my reading journal. And some days I just skip this step. But overall, I find like the steps do make a positive start to my day, especially the silence, the meditation, the exercise, the reading and the writing. I'm still kind of not so sure about the affirmations and visualizations. On some days, they boost my ego a little bit, and on other days, I feel like I've lost my mind. So this is a book for you if you want a better start to your day. The problem is that it might not be possible for everyone to take out 1 hour every day. So I suggest that you take what you really feel like will help you and do those steps instead of aiming to do 1 hour every single day. Also, how did this book get published? There are so many typos and grammatical errors that I found myself editing in my head as I was reading. Guys, at least proofread your books before they're published. Maybe Hal Elrod could have used those 20 minutes of his miracle morning proofreading his own book. Overall, I give this book 3 out of 5 stars. I'm cutting 1 star for the terrible writing and I'm cutting 1 star for the affirmations and visualizations, which I find don't help me a lot. Anyway, it's a decent book and some of the tips have worked for me. So if it sounds like this might be your cup of tea, then definitely pick it up and give it a try. Or you can just use my review, which is kind of a summary, and just try these steps for yourselves. I hope you found this video useful, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye.